All right, everybody, welcome back. It's funny. Every time I talk with people about crypto, one of the first things that comes up is, how can I make passive income with crypto?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's, I get it. I mean, who doesn't want to make money while they sleep,
Hmm.
right? And especially like looking ahead to 2025, what's that going to look like? We've got a ton of research here on different ways people are making passive income with crypto.
Mm.
Everything from staking, which we've all heard of, to some really interesting stuff like play-to-earn games and
Yeah.
dividend earning tokens. Like, where do we even begin with all this?
Well, I think that the place to begin is really to kind of level set and think about, what is passive income and why is that attractive? I mean, ultimately, we all want our money to work for us, right? We don't want to be slaving away at a job 24/7. We want to be able to kind of, sit back and watch our money grow
Right.
while we're doing the things that we love.
Totally. And that's
Yeah.
that's the beauty of passive income, right? It's not about getting rich quick. It's about building sustainable wealth over time,
Absolutely.
putting your money to work for you.
Yeah.
So let's start with something that I think a lot of people have at least heard of, which is staking.
Sure.
Can you explain staking to us like we're 5 years old?
Okay, staking is basically like putting your money in a savings account.
Okay.
But instead of a bank, you're putting it into a blockchain network. And just like a bank pays you interest
Mm-hmm.
for keeping your money with them, a blockchain network rewards you
Okay.
for staking your cryptocurrency. So you're essentially helping to secure the network
Gotcha.
and you're getting paid for it.
So it sounds pretty straightforward.
Hmm.
What's the catch? There's got to be a catch, right?
Well, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, your returns will vary depending on the cryptocurrency you stake and the platform you use.
Got it.
Some cryptocurrencies offer higher staking rewards than others, so it's important to do your research.
Gotcha.
And you also need to make sure that you're using a reputable platform. There are some platforms out there that are not as reliable. Right.
As others. And second, your cryptocurrency is typically locked up for a period of time when you stake it.
Okay.
So you won't be able to access it immediately if you need it.
Interesting.
So that's something to keep in mind if you're thinking about staking.
So it's not entirely passive. You do need to be aware of these things. You need to be mindful of where you're staking, what the lockup periods are, and make sure you're using a reputable platform.
Exactly.
Okay, so staking, kind of the gateway drug to crypto passive income. Let's move on to something a little bit more, I don't know, adventurous. How about yield farming? What is that all about?
So yield farming is kind of like staking on steroids.
Okay.
It's a way to earn much higher returns on your cryptocurrency,
Okay.
but it's also much riskier. Essentially, what you're doing is you're providing liquidity to decentralized exchanges.
Okay.
And in return for providing that liquidity, you earn trading fees and other rewards.
So it's like you're becoming a mini bank for these crypto exchanges.
Okay, I'm starting to get it, but you said it's riskier, right? What are the downsides here?
Well, the biggest risk with yield farming is something called impermanent loss.
Impermanent loss, what is that?
So impermanent loss happens when the price of the cryptocurrency, you're providing liquidity for changes,
Okay.
and you end up with less cryptocurrency than you started with.
So you could actually lose money doing this.
Yes, it's definitely possible.
Okay, so not for the faint of heart. This is something you really need to understand
Oh.
before you jump into.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move on to something a little bit different. How about crypto lending? This sounds kind of like traditional lending, but with crypto, right?
That's exactly what it is. It's just like lending money to someone,
Uh-huh.
but instead of lending dollars, you're lending cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And just like with traditional lending, you charge interest on the loan.
So it's like being your own crypto bank.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting. But what about the risk of people not paying back their loans? What
Okay.
happens then?
Well, just like with any lending, there's always the risk of default,
Yeah.
but there are ways to mitigate that risk. For example, many crypto lending platforms require borrowers to put up collateral,
Okay.
which helps to protect lenders in case of default.
So it's not like I'm just handing over my Bitcoin and hoping for the best.
No, it's much more structured than that.
Okay, so there are safeguards in place.
Yes.
All right, so we've talked about staking, yield farming, and lending. Now let's talk about something that might be a little bit more familiar to people who were used to traditional finance. Crypto interest accounts. What are those?
So crypto interest accounts are basically like savings accounts,
Oh, yeah.
but for cryptocurrency. You deposit your cryptocurrency into an account,
Right.
and the platform lends it out to borrowers and pays you interest on your deposit.
So it's kind of like a combination of staking and lending.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm following. What are the pros and cons of crypto interest accounts?
Well, one of the biggest pros is that it's super easy to get started. You don't need to have a lot of technical knowledge,
Huh?
and you can start earning interest right away.
Awesome.
The downside is that the interest rates are typically lower than what you could earn with staking or yield farming.
Makes sense. Lower risk, lower reward.
Exactly.
Okay, so crypto interest accounts, good option for beginners,
Right.
people who are looking for a low-maintenance way to earn some passive income.
Exactly.
Now let's move on to something a little bit, I don't know, sexier.
Sure.
Dividend earning tokens. Tell me about these. What are they?
So dividend earning tokens are tokens that represent ownership in a blockchain project.
Okay.
And just like with stocks, if the project generates revenue, you get a share of the profits in the form of dividends.
Interesting. So it's like owning a piece of a crypto company.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. What are the things people should be looking for when they're evaluating these tokens?
Well, the most important thing is to look at the project's fundamentals.
Uh-huh.
You want to make sure that the project is actually generating revenue
Yeah.
and that it has a solid team behind it.
Gotcha.
You also want to look at the token's distribution. Like, you don't want to invest in a token where the majority of the tokens are held by a small group of people.
So do your research. Make sure it's a legitimate project.
Exactly.
Okay, so dividend earning tokens, another interesting option for passive income.
Yes.
But definitely do your research before you invest. Now let's move on to something that sounds way too good to be true. Play to earn games. Tell me this is real. I can actually make money playing video games.
You absolutely can. Play-to-earn games are one of the most exciting developments in the crypto space.
Okay.
These are games where you can earn cryptocurrency by playing the game and completing tasks.
Wait, so getting paid to have fun?
Pretty much.
That's amazing. How does this even work?
So in most play-to-earn games, you earn in-game items or currency that can be traded for cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And the value of these items and currency is determined by the market.
So it's like you're building up a digital inventory that you can then sell. Wow, I'm seeing dollar signs already.
Yeah.
What are some popular play-to-earn games that people should check out?
Well, there are a lot of them out there,
Yeah.
but some of the most popular ones include Axie Infinity, Sandbox, and Decentraland.
I've heard of those. I need to get on this.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out.
Okay, so play-to-earn games, huge potential for passive income, especially for gamers.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move on to something that sounds like free money. Airdrops and forks. What are these all about?
So airdrops and forks are basically ways to get free cryptocurrency.
Free crypto. Sign me up.
Haha. Well, it's not always that simple.
Okay.
An airdrop is when a project gives away free tokens to promote their project.
Yeah.
And a fork is when a blockchain splits into two separate chains.
Mm-hmm.
And holders of the original coin usually receive an equal amount of the new coin.
So it's like getting a bonus just for holding a certain cryptocurrency.
Exactly.
All right. So how do I find out about these airdrops and forks? Where do I?
Well, the best way to stay up to date on airdrops and forks is to follow crypto news websites and social media accounts.
Okay.
There are also websites that specifically track airdrops and forks.
Awesome.
But be careful, there are a lot of scams out there.
Right.
So make sure you do your research before you participate in any airdrop or fork.
So free crypto is out there,
Yes,
but just be cautious and make sure you're not falling for any scams.
exactly.
Okay, last but not least, let's talk about affiliate programs. This is kind of like being a crypto influencer, right?
It's similar. You basically promote crypto products or services,
Uh-huh.
and you earn a commission on any sales that you generate.
Okay, sounds pretty straightforward. How do I get started with affiliate marketing?
Well, the first step is to find a crypto company that has an affiliate program.
Okay.
Then you sign up for their program,
Yeah.
and you start promoting their products or services to your audience.
So if I have a blog or a social media following,
Yeah.
I can start promoting these things and earning commission. That's cool. What are some tips for being successful with affiliate marketing?
Well, the most important thing is to be authentic.
Okay.
People can spot a fake from a mile away. So make sure you only promote products or services that you actually believe in
Gotcha.
and that you think would be valuable to your audience.
So be genuine, be yourself, and promote things that you actually use and like.
Exactly.
Great advice. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see how many different ways there are to make passive income with crypto.
Yes.
From staking and yield farming to play-to-earn games and affiliate programs, there's something for everyone.
There really is.
The key takeaway here is that you don't have to be a crypto expert to start earning passive income.
Absolutely not.
There are plenty of options out there that are easy to get started with.
Right.
And as the crypto space continues to evolve, I'm sure we'll see even more innovative ways to make passive income in the future.
I agree.
So if you're looking to make your money work for you, crypto passive income is definitely worth exploring. And I think you've given our listeners a lot to think about today.
I hope so.
So thank you for joining us on this deep dive into crypto passive income in 2025. Until next time, happy earning.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely.
And good luck to all the listeners out there
Yeah.
building their passive income empires.
Absolutely.